Alrighty. Again, moving forward. It's Saturday, Denver.
My
Do you know
favorite
do you know what day it is? You know what
best
time it
tweets of the
is?
week.
The best of Twitter. We love this. This is just such a fun segment to do. One moment here while I get things situated. Alrighty, I think we're good to go now. We're just gonna hop right into it. Tweets of the week, the best of Twitter, whatever you want to call this segment. We're not settled on it yet. All we know is we have fun. Let's go.
Okay, so to start off, I saw this. Okay, so Robert Horry played for the Lakers and the Spurs and all those teams that won. And to compare himself to Tom Brady is honestly the funniest thing in the entire world. I love this meme in the first place. I think it's fantastic. And I love that Robert Horry was the one to do it. Like, what a Robert Horry thing to do. To be like, hey, Tom, I see you. You see me. No one's better than us.
Now, truly,
With his
to an
like
extent,
math here, he's better than Michael Jordan.
to an extent here, right? Robert Horry is remembered a lot in our minds, anyway. I'm gonna say for those last couple of years on the Spurs, where he picked up his last two titles, just because that was the only time that we got to see him play. Right, the rest of his playing career was mostly before we were even born. So I think he picked up 2 with the Rockets in the early 90s, 3 with the Lakers in the early 2000s, and then 2 with the Spurs, if I remember right. And so, yeah, he has 7 titles, but he was never the dude on any of those teams. He was a starter, I believe, in Houston, and then he was like the 6th man in LA and San Antonio. So for him, yes, to compare himself to Tom Brady, I love this. Obviously, we know this, he's just kind of trolling a little bit, but Big Shot Rob is firing the shots. I love it. Alrighty. Moving forward, I saw this yesterday, loved it. Trevor Lawrence had his pro day at Clemson yesterday and was just firing balls all over the field, doing what he does. He's almost a lock to be the number 1 pick, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
However, Rivals, the high school scouting site, tweeted out this video from him in 2015. I'll let it play.
1 plus 2. 7 minus 5. 1.
Where he whiffs
4 minus 3.
kind of bad on 3 consecutive throws to the net. And Trevor Lawrence takes this and says, "Hey, chill. I've never been a big net thrower guy, but I appreciate the love." And I love this, right? Like, I don't know. It just struck me. It's just funny.
Oh my God. Okay, so with this tweet I saw was, if people don't know, KFC apparently is coming out with a console.
Where you can,
It's
yeah,
a
you
legit
can
thing.
game and it like warms or fries your chicken,
Keeps your
right?
chicken warm.
Yeah.
Yep. So I love how they had the balls to tweet this out. We need ideas to make Cold War League play great this year. Help casual players. BO4 style ranking. Why not just copy the World War II ranking system like the community wants? And then he throws some.
It's true
Oh
though.
my
So to
God.
add some context to this, Black Ops Cold War just added league play to their game after it's now been out for like 3-4 months, and it's really not a ranked mode. It's kind of an arbitrary thing. There's professionals being put in the lowest tier. Like it's really not a ranked mode. It doesn't feel great. I haven't played it because, again, I said it last week, I'm not really a big fan of Cold War multiplayer. However, this just hit home because all anybody wants is a ranking system like World War II. Because while that game maybe wasn't the most fun to play, man, was the ranking system absolutely perfect. And just, yeah, this poor guy. R.I.P.
Love this meme.
R.I.P. Dude, I saw this last night and just died. I laughed so hard. So we are all fairly familiar, any sports fan, any basketball fan, familiar with the story about how I think it was like Dr. James Naismith, the guy who invented basketball, had like peach wicker baskets, I think it was. And he decided to cut the bottoms out of them, and like that's kind of the base of the game of basketball. And so this person took like their big wicker basket, threw a basketball in there, and dude, just the caption, whoever, if this is original content from John Rothstein, that's actually a meme. So going back to NCAA basketball, there's a man who covers college basketball. It's like the only thing he does for, I think it's CBS, and his name is John, like regular spelling of John Rothstein. And so this is like a parody account where, and so James Naismith, this goes crazy. Oh, I love this. That is one of the best memes I've seen in a long time. One of the best memes I've seen in a long time. Alrighty.
Moving on, Charlie Intel. You know, it's Valentine's Day weekend. You know, everyone's in the loving mood if you're in a relationship. And Charlie Intel, before you get yourself in a relationship, make sure you have an anti-cheat activated. I looked at this and I was like, oh man, that's a great thing. Because one, Call of Duty ain't got no anti-cheat, which sucks. But you want to have that anti-cheat activated, man. You want to make sure you're in a good prime position. So it just made me laugh. I thought of Valentine's Day since it's tomorrow. And I thought it was just a good, funny old tweet.
Excellent content. I saw this as well. And I've seen some dogs behave like this before, but I think this is just funny. This is great. Twitter in one video.
If that ain't the most accurate shit I ever saw in my life.
Right? Yeah, so you know, when that internet wall is up, oh goddamn, we just go at each other's throats, and then you meet them face to face, you're like, stop, dude. Oh, dude, I just love it. Is that it? Oh no, I have one more, and then we'll move on to the next segment. I don't know if you saw this. This is absolutely hilarious. This is a Zoom call with like an attorney, a judge, and then the other attorney, and one of the attorneys turned on a filter on Zoom and couldn't take it off. I'll just let it play with the original audio.
Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take a look.
Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that.
Jerry is up there like.
I love that. I love that at the end. He's like, I'm here live. I'm not a cat. Oh, dude, we said it last week. We'll probably say it every week we do this bit. How is Twitter free? This is the best entertainment you could ever ask for. You just scroll Twitter for an hour on a Friday night. You find all sorts of great stuff. That is best tweets of the week. The best of Twitter, whatever we want to call this. Again, we're not sure, but I hope you enjoyed. We're going to move on now.